Well, hello and good evening, everyone. Gosh, we're nearly at Christmas. I hope you've got all your Christmas shopping done. The presents all wrapped. So, what have you been up to? So let me see who's in. Who's in? Anybody? Let me see. Just waiting on your wee comments coming in, and I'll tell you what's on the show tonight. So I know there's about 15 in just now. So let me know that you can comment. So I don't know if I'm seeing all the comments. Oh, there we go. There's Louise. Hi, Louise. Hi, Karen. Hi, everyone. So, and there's Quentin. Hi, Quentin. So yes, I want to get through quite a lot tonight, right? If I can. The show's going to be quite heavy because I want to do a lighter show tomorrow because it's near enough Christmas tomorrow, you know. Hi, Maz. Hi, Vaughn. So it's all going to be full of. I'm going to compare and contrast things that went on in the 1930s with things that are going on just now because it's a worry. Because we have absolute fucking psychos in power. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Karen. Hope you're good. I'm all right. I've still got a wee bit of the cough. It'll just no lift, you know. But I'm all right. I'm all right. So I'm going to go through. Hi, Debbie. I'm going to go through. As I said, compare and contrast from when it started the last time to how it's going in the 21st century. You know, because it's getting a worry now. It's getting a worry. So we'll take a few more and then we'll get started. Hi, Justin. From Australia. Hiya. So that's what we're going to do today. There's Robert as well. Hi, Robert. So it's quite a heavy show today. So there we go. So we'll get back. Yep, so I want to start with, I've often spoke about 1930s Germany, right? And what these absolute evil people done back then, you know, how it started back then, so we can compare and contrast. Hi, Karen, hope you're good. Hi, Pauline. Hi, all. Hi, Karen. Hi, Suzanne. So that's what we're going to do today, tonight. So I'll just get it set up for you. That's it there. So hope we can share it. Okay, so it says that word, because we've got to watch what we're saying in YouTube, right? Persecution of the disabled, murder of the unfit, right? That's sort of what I've always spoke about, the the useless eaters. Okay, so those people, persecution of persons with disabilities in Germany was one component of radical public health policies aimed at excluding hereditary unfit Germans from the national community. These strategies began with forced sterilisation and escalated towards mass murder. The most extreme measure, the euthanasia programme, was itself a rehearsal for the N-word, Germany's border. I can't get that word out. Anyway, so the ideological justification conceived by medical perpetrators for the destruction of the unfit was also applied to other categories of biological enemies, most notably Jews and Roma gypsies. Compulsory sterilisation and euthanasia, like the final solution, were components of a biomedical vision, which imagined a radically and genetically pure and productive society, and embraced unthinkable strategies to eliminate those who did not fit within that version. Just make sure that you can hear. So listen, well, I'll just read it out. So political and medical authorities began to divide their community between its fit and unfit members. Does that sound familiar? An idea that human heredity was fixed and immutable. The programme would be a secret one, and at first would target infants and toddlers. This is how fucking evil these cunts are. Within hours of her arrival, she had perished in the Hadamard gas chamber in 1941. I'm assuming that's a wee one. The medical community closed ranks. Well, does that sound fucking familiar to you? The medical community closing ranks? An open secret. On July the 14th, 1933, the German government instituted the law for the prevention of progeny with hereditary diseases. This law called for the sterilisation of all persons who suffered from diseases considered hereditary, including mental illness, learning disabilities, physical deformity, epilepsy, blindness, deafness, and severe alcoholism. With the laws of passage, the Third Reich also stepped up its propaganda against the disabled, regularly labelling them life unworthy of life, or useless eaters, and highlighting their burden upon society. That sounds quite familiar. That sounds, you could reword that for now. You could reword that. The term euthanasia, literally good death, meaning, just a wee injection or something, or just a wee thrown into, I can't wear a special bloody shower, usually refers to the inducement of a painless death from a chronically or terminally ill individual. In Nazi usage, however, euthanasia referred to the systematic killing of the institutionalised mentally and physically disabled. The secret operation was codenamed T4, in reference to the street address, whatever that is, anyway, of the programme coordinating office in Berlin. I'll not read it all, but I just want to read this bit, right? Ashes from cremated victims were taken from a common pile and placed in urns without regard for the accurate labelling. One urn was sent to each victim's family along with a death certificate listing fictive cause of death, the sudden death of thousands of institutionalised people whose death certificates listed strangely similar causes and places of death, raised suspicions. Eventually, the euthanasia programme became an open secret. On August 18, 1939, the Reich Ministry of the Interior circulated a decree compelling all physicians, nurses and midwives to report newborn infants and children under the age of 3 who showed signs of severe mental or physical disability. At first, only infants and toddlers were incorporated in the effort, but eventually juveniles to 17 years of age were also killed. Conservative estimates suggest that at least 5,000 physically and mentally disabled children were murdered through starvation or lethal overdose of medication. Right, so let's go back. Oops, let's go back. I'm hoping that you actually seen that. So, does that sound fucking familiar? Move that into the fucking 21st century. Change it a wee bit. Change it fucking around a wee bit. And what the fuck have you got? What have you got? So I'll read some comments. It was pretty much the same back then, divide and rule. Yeah, everyone. Hi, Clara. Hello from the USA. Hi, Glenn. I've been, it's fast, but just they comprehend the scale of useless. You see, yep. The JCVI has just approved the job. Yeah, I'm going to get to that, Alan. I'm going to get to that too, because that's a worry. Hi, Catherine. Running late tonight. I hope everyone is fighting fit. Hi, Mandy. So we've just read about the 1930. I always knew it was 1933 useless eaters. Hi, Jennifer. Sorry, I was that busy talking. Look at what C.S. Lewis wrote in 1942. Can't remember what it was called, but just what it is happening now. Basically, he wrote it then. It's been planned for a long time. The word that everyone over 50 and unjabbed. Pauline Kissinger and Wolf. What a name! Is that Smoosies? Smoosness? Been at these secret experiments back in the day. Also SARS, AIDS. They experimented on mentally handicapped and their line of abuse is ongoing. Of course. We'll need to do a show together, Pauline, so that so we can talk about this. I mean, it's there in your face. It's there in your face. What they were doing back then. Now, the Westminster government, I think it was when Cameron was in power, I think it was Mayor Cameron. I don't think it was Theresa May. I think it was Cameron. They were found guilty on 2 different occasions of human rights abuses against the disabled. And they were found quite, like with the UN of all fucking people, but they were found, they were given a fine. And what they do is they just pay the fine and continue the abuse. But to me, the UN's got to be looking to be doing something because they're supposed to be there to be helping. But I mean, come on, that's a front for what they're doing. That's an absolute front, you can't. I will after Christmas. We'll arrange it, Pauline, so you can come on. So they've always had their, the superior fucking race. That's part of it. They want people off the planet, yes, but they want a superior race, and they wanted what was it, the blonde hair and the blue eyes. I mean, babies. I mean, that's what they're doing just now. Who has got this and who has got that? And it's the medical fucking profession. The medical profession should be a fucking ashamed of themselves. The nurses have taken an oath to do no harm. And I can't see nurses not knowing what's going on. I mean, we're practically 2 years in now. I think it'll be 2 years from the end of February, beginning of March. They cannot fucking sit back and do fuck all. Is money more important to them? I think it must be. So we'll go on to the next one. This was, I think it's a children one. Oh no, it's crazy fucking Blair. Oh, for fuck's sake, wait to hear what he's fucking said. Let's share again. Let's see, I'm hoping that you hear this. Where is he? Or maybe you're not here. No.
Omicron variant is so vaccinated at the moment, and you're
Right, hold on. Sorry about that. Right, I'll put it back.
Frankly, if you're not vaccinated at the moment and you're eligible and you've got no health reason for not being vaccinated, you're not just irresponsible. I mean, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. I mean, that is truthfully, you are. I mean, because this Omicron variant is so contagious. You know, if you're unvaccinated and you're in circulation, you're going to get it. Frankly, if you're not vaccinated at the moment.
Right, okay, so I hope you've heard that this time. I mean, seriously? The fucking war criminal. The fucking war criminal. If you're not vaccinated, you're going to get... I mean, he was fucking think. He couldn't even fucking think. He couldn't even think. He couldn't even think what he was saying. You know? Who the fuck are you? Who are you to tell anybody anything, pal? Because of you and the decisions you made. I think it was about 1 million Iraqis have passed away who shouldn't have passed away. They were fucking murdered. Murdered. By the decisions that he fucking took. But an evil fucking man. And he's sitting there fucking, standing there preaching to the public. I mean, you get to fuck, pal. Your days are numbered. I don't know why he wasn't fucking prosecuted. It should be. So we've got Helen. Hi, Helen. How are you? Are they still able to hide the deaths from vax? Why aren't people curious as to why they won't get vax? Answer scared is why. But they are sending our kids to their death. I know. Hi, Karen. I've just started to read George Orwell's 1984. I read that years ago. Years and years. See, when you read it now, it's, as Ian said, it's like a manual. It's like you can compare and contrast everything that's fucking in it. Alan, they pay the fine for their human rights breaches because it's not their money. Of course, it's not their money; it's ours. So the disabled who are being abused are paying the fine for the pleasure of having their rights abused. It's madness, aye. Saw the Blair thing. I hit banned for calling me. I got banned for calling someone an idiot. Yet he can get away with it, of course. I mean, he can't even fucking get a reason. Get you know, because it's terrible and you'll get it. Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck is this person? He's not even looking great. I think all the fucking evil that he has done is showing on his face. It's showing on his face. Because I'm perfectly sure that he fucking knows that when he pops his clogs, where the fuck he's gone. And it sounded great at the start, you know, oh, look at me and I'm great and I can do this and I can do that. Well, fuck's sake, there'll be a time when you know, you'll have to pay for what the fuck you done. To what? Circulation? What the fuck? I know. Haha, but the vaccinated can get it too. Yes, do you know? I seen it was a meme, right? I'll need to do it for memory because I thought it was funny, right? And it was a case of, I think it was Biden who had said something about if you are not got this, I think you shouldn't be able to go to hospital to get treatment because the hospital needs to be reserved for all those who get ill with the fucking scary flu who have been vaccinated. Seriously. I mean, I never said who it was that said it on the meme, but I thought it was a cracking meme, but it looks as if it was something fucking Biden would say, you know. Coming from the mouth of an idiot. Well, I mean, he's an evil man. Hi, Bernie. Tony Blair should be in jail for crimes against. Yeah, that's what I said. Against the Iraqi people. The evil really is growing in strength. I feel, but then I remember the flesh faith cause like a muscle. It will disappear. Yep. I'd never get tired of slapping that excuse of a human being. Could it be likened to Zimbabwe flu that is in the flu jack? Yeah, of course. Hi, Lynn. Still wanted for Walker. Yeah. Flights my text in the hell. That happens to me, especially when I'm sending text to somebody. Pauline, hi Pauline. Says what's his name? Cause it ain't Tony Blair. He has offences against him and is a total liar. Why do all these creeps change their names? Robert Maxwell, Ludovic Hoch, is that Hoch? Anyone listening to that nut job is an idiot. It's more accurate, honestly. It's not this joker's foot. Yeah, I know, 40. Blair, we're running short up rope of rope, I think that's supposed to be. There are so many demons. Do you know, Jennifer, that's exactly what it is. There's so many demons like him whose time is running short. Why is he given space to breathe? Yep. I had both HIV and AIDS in the jab, allergy with all the other shite. Yep. It's because they have used the same tatty stuff over and over for the technology in 1984 edition. Mark, you answered little murdering scumbag Blair. Rather be an idiot, thanks. You need whacking with a claymore. Hung drawn and quartered, you lying rat. Yep. Yes. Hi, William. I would rather be an idiot than a brain dead Omicron fool, anagram moronic. Yeah, that's what I call it, William. I call it the moronic variant. So who's next? Along with. Yes, Dr. Peter McCulloch in Rumble says it, and Dr. Malone. Faith. Yep. Andrew, why do you think Scotland has been so compliant with the vaccine rollout? Do you know, originally I thought it was because Sturgeon, I wrote an article for my blog today, and I think I kind of semi-answered that question, whereas they've got the people of Scotland, not everybody, but most people of Scotland in a fucking grip of her hand because they trusted her. They trusted her. You know, they spent time kind of, singing lip service to the people of Scotland, and the people of Scotland trusted them. But when she was getting her update, the comments were, a very firm fuck off, Nicola. So I think the tide's turning. Samantha. Hi, Samantha. I'm in my early 30s. Even I can see over the past 50 years along in the technology. It's crazy. I found this page. My ancestors are Scottish Irish. I can't go before 1800s. So far, our local genealogy place has horrible errors. But with the knowledge that you all have of history, I have enjoyed this group very much. Indeed, watching from is that Appalachian Mountains in Virginia. Keep up your great work and keeping people informed. Oh, thanks very much, Samantha. That's lovely of you to say. I mean, we do get we get angry, and like Scots, we swear. It's the jab, not the vaccine. It's more of us are onto it. More of us than them. Blair war crimes only not a stage for his spew. One day soon they will know, like we didn't when we trusted government. Yeah, I think that day's coming very soon. I don't know anyone else has been, but I have been in despair at the acceleration of the genocide and feel they are so unconcerned about being found out that there must be something much bigger coming. It's freaking out. Helen, I don't know if you've seen last night's The Lone Gunman, because we went into what we think is coming next. And we think it's war. It's heating up that way. It's heating up that way. Hi, Debbie. All Greek, everyone, alphabet being used. Yes, yes. That's easy. Just needed one fucking variant. You had your COVID, and then all the fucking variants after that should have been fear. The fear variant, because that's what they're pushing. I was pregnant and living in Italy when Sherry Blair made lots of fuss about the MMR. Oh my God, child for children. She opened my eyes because of her. My two didn't get their MMR, and from there I started to doubt every jab. So cheers, Sherry. Oh no, it's Sherry in it. Imagine that, bloody Sherry Blair. I mean, if they're pushing it, you know that there's something in it that they're so fucking desperate for it to get into your body. So desperate to get in your body. And it's time to say, no, you get yourself to fuck. Media is the reason the people are so off the target. They need to go. They are a major part of the containing and stifling any truthful exposure. I paid liars. I'll read a couple more and then we'll get, let's say, into what they're fucking bringing in for their kids now. I'd be glad to see the back of all these treacherous governments right across the world. Me too. Me too. Lord Hobbs, 10x. Okay. Because all this is just history repeating itself. By the Nazis are right. Yep. I mean, that's what I read at the top of the show. Hi, Audrey. I'm sorry, I'm late. It's okay. I read the useless eaters, because to compare and contrast with last century with this one, because, I mean, they think that enough time's fucking passed so that they can try and bring in their taking over the world again, and fucking people off it, I couldn't make out a word Ian said last night, and I feel I missed out on valuable info. Right, well, I'll try, and what I'll do is I'll do a wee article if I get time. It might be next week, and can I set it out in an article form, Louise, for you, okay? And it'll be on iftheysayso.org. All right. Yvonne, have you have you heard about the Omicron and Delta Islands in Antarctica? I hadn't heard about it, but I heard something about Antarctica, Dan Aston Gregory in the interview Dr. Peter Chan was excellent last night. I'll try and check it out. Catherine, they cannot identify the variants, so how can they say how many cases of Omicron there are? My daughter has asked Public Health Scotland what variant she had, and they said the likelihood is that it was Delta. That's not unfit. No, of course, because they fucking don't know. I had heard that when people were going into, when the fucking could, right, when they were going into get operations, when when they could again, and the variants come in, and they were testing. Because you know how you've got to have a fucking test before you go into hospital for anything. You know, if you get in with a broken leg, you've got to have a bloody test. But they weren't testing for any variants, they were just testing for COVID. Wonder why that is, eh? Why the fuck would that be? Yep, he needs to sort out his sound. It's fine when he's on his own. I know. Right, so we can go on. We'll go on to the third one, which was going after the kids. They're going after the children now. This is how fucking evil these cunts are. I mean, look what they did. Look what they did in Germany. They thought nothing of taking wee tiny babies, even fucking newborns, and just throwing them in a fucking fire. Absolutely evil, evil people. That's the one. There we go. Right, vulnerable children aged 5 to 11 to be offered COVID jabs. Oh my fuck. 2 weaker doses of Pfizer jab. That would be equate to one great big fucking dose. With some scientists calling for all in age group to be vaccinated. I think we should fucking line up all these fucking scientists and jab them. With everything. Everything. Hundreds of thousands of clinically vulnerable. See, there we go. That's got me. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Of clinically vulnerable 5 to 11-year-olds are to be offered COVID vaccines for the first time. With some scientists calling for the programme to be extended to the whole age group before the new UK school term. The Joint Committee on Vaccination Immunisation, JCVI, has recommended vaccinations for about 330,000 younger children at clinical risk, and also those living with someone who is immune suppressed. That's fucking everybody's taking these. They will be offered 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine in 10 milligram amounts. a third of the quantity used for adults, with a gap of 8 weeks. 8 weeks. A parallel announcement will expand the booster program to the teenagers, including 16 and 17-year-olds. The JCVI decision on 5 to 11-year-olds came after the UK medical watchdog, the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, approved the use of Pfizer vaccine for them. Can you sue them? Can they be sued? Those that have regulated it. Maybe get a fucking individual that's put their name to it. Parents and carers can be reassured that no new vaccine for children would have been approved unless the expanded standards of safety, quality and effectiveness have been met, said Dr. June Rain, the MHRA's chief executive. Who the fuck are you, Hen? Who the fuck are you? Do we know you? Why are you so fucking important, eh? Just because you're the chief executive doesn't mean fuck all. That's close getting worse. While the MHRA's green light covers the entire age group, the JCVI is unlikely to approve a mass vaccine rollout among primary age children for another month or longer. So they're going after the weak ones first. So they're going after the weak ones to see how it goes, and then if it goes okay, they'll go after the healthy ones. Absolutely. All these people just need to be rounded up. A move that could frustrate ministers aware that the US and a number of EU countries are already doing this. Why? Why are you all going to be so frustrated that you can't get jabbing the children, eh? Do you take some pervert pleasure out of that? I think you fucking probably will. Christina, I think it's Pagel, a professor of operational research at University College London, another fucking academic, and a member of the Independent Age, said the delay was setting children up for another term of educational disruption and potential illness. From what? Christina, what illness? Potential. See the word potential there? That means not. They put potential because they don't know. Go and get this vaccine because you might be potentially ill. Go and get the vaccine just in case you get a cold. And would also place parents and school staff at greater risk. Oh my God, the mind control! Fuck's sake, man, the psychological abuse of parents is disgusting. You're fucking disgusting! You're disgusting. Greater risk of what? Of what? Oh my God, I can't get through this, I'm so fucking angry. She said, the US has successfully and safely, are you kidding me? Given over 7 million doses of children. Oh, sorry, 2 children. Many EU countries are now vaccinating primary school children before the next term. To say that there is logical differences in administering a smaller dose is simply not credible and not good enough. Oh my God, are you a fucking psychohead? Are you psychotic? And you? While teaching unions argue it is up to scientists and parents to decide. It's not up to scientists, it's up to parents. Such matters. Julie McCulloch, head of policy at the Association of School and College Leaders, said the option of extending the rollout remained open. And we hope that decision will be made in a timely manner because we want to fucking get all these range jabbed, see who's still with us, and see who's not. That's what we want to do. That's it. That's a fucking experiment that you're wanting to do. Oh my God, you people are fucking evil. However, I think that was it. However, some medical experts have raised concerns about the legitimacy of vaccinating children who tend to experience COVID as a very mild illness in order to protect the wider population. Oh, that's right, just fucking offer them up. Offer the children, put them on the plate, put them in a plate, put them in a stone and offer them up, eh? Fucking sacrifice. I know that some of them are all anti-fucking sacrifices, by the way. The JCVI role is to balance any impact of vaccination against these notably lower risk faced from COVID by healthy younger children. In September, Watchdog referred the decision on mass vaccination of 12 to 15-year-olds to the UK's chief medical officer, saying the net health benefit for this age group was too small. I don't want to read it all. I think we get the gist. Okay? It's a case of they're so fucking desperate. They're so fucking desperate to inject your children. I mean, they're probably salivating at the thought of kids going off the planet. We sacrifices, eh? We sacrifices, because we know what the fuck yous are up to. We know what yous got up to. Especially with Wayne's. Anyway, what were you saying for this? Where were we? A third of the adult dose. Yep. Wait a minute, I've lost the place for the things. Right, we'll start here. They also have an island called Rothschild in Antarctica. All very weird. I guess if we want to know what the next variant will be called, just look at the island. Hi, Milky. It's easy. What they do is they remove the spike protein primer from the test, so you only need 2 out of 3 robe. I don't know, stop this. Right. Instead of 3, so everyone tested is positive. Oh my god. These people need to be stopped. A third of the adult dose, aye, Mandy. Also get Ian to sit with light in front of him, not behind. Then we have a chance of reading his lips. Samantha, I took my daughter out of public school when they wouldn't drop their mask mandate. We even tried religious exemption and they still... No, of course they don't see religion, no. They don't see religion. You know what I heard tonight? And I read tonight. Spain are going to mandate wearing your masks outside. I hope the Spanish tell them to fuck off, because they were fascist before this even kicked off. They had gone down the fascist route again. Before it, you know, the fucking scary flu even kicked off. Who are these people to mandate it? I mean, you heard Andy on Sunday. Mandates are not laws. They're not laws. But you've got police who the powers, you know, that they've been given to them has gone to their head. I mean, seriously, see if everybody would pick a fucking day and say, no, enough's enough, we're not doing it fucking anymore. We're not doing it anymore, we're not wearing the masks, we're not taking your fucking jabs. We are going to go on with our lives as normal. It's normal. And you fucking lot are going to do your fucking job and you're going to get out. In fact, you're just going to get out. And you're going to get fucking arrested and you're going to get charged for crimes against fucking humanity. Because that's what you have done. Crimes against humanity. And now that they are so fucking desperate for people to take these boosters. Even now, Sturgeon's going on and on and on about the booster. She was away in the day in a centre, supposedly helping out. Helping out. Making fucking sure, probably. And now, pantomimes are cancelled. Theatre is cancelled. Instead of them turning around and saying, fuck off. We're losing too much money. We know this is a pile of fucking shite. You've got us to take one vaccine, 2 vaccines. Now it's the fucking booster. Time for you to get a fucking grip. Anybody that's watching this, get a fucking grip. Before you, I mean, I couldn't give 2 fucks if you give your rights away. That doesn't concern me. It's when you start giving mine away. Honest to God. Say it 3 again. I said, yeah, Suzanne. Those numbers must be wrong. It's 25 million, not 5 million. I've had their jab. Continuing circulate. Yep. Robert, 75 years before anything is released on the deadly jab. Aye! Now that should fucking concern everybody. If somebody came to you before this all fucking started and said, listen, we're looking for volunteers to take a vaccine, and you're not going to get the results of that vaccine for 75 years. You would have said to get the fuck. Why? What are they covering up? Sooty McDonald. Oh, sorry, it's Sooty McDonald. All governments need to go because they're not here for the people. They steal, rob from us. Enough sick of the tyranny. If you want civil war, let's give it to them. Because they're not going to like the outcome. Be strong, folks, stand your ground, or it will be Nazi UK and the Germans poison. Love you all. Yep, I know. Jennifer, also Karen Governor Sarah Palin on Charlie Kick's show, Turning Point USA, about C for the Children. Amazing interview. Do you know, somebody sent me that Sarah Palin's interview. I must have a wee look at it because I've not had time to kind of sit down and listen. Yeah, try to check it out. She says no way to see. Yeah. Got 90 pages so far. That's bad enough, aye. She's the one that doesn't check the MRHA cards. They can fuck right off. Any parent that allows their child to have this is sick as these evil fuckers. You know, I went into the comments, right, when it was announced. I think it was STV that announced it or something. At Clyde. It was one of them, right, in Twitter. So I went into the comments to see what it would be, and it was no way, no fucking way, get to fuck. Away you go and get to fuck. No way, my child was not getting jabbed. So I thought, for the first 10 that I seen, there was one person who said, oh, well, I can't wait to get my 7-year-old. And I thought, you know something, I really hope that you're the one, you know, that you're not the one that's 7-year-old is not here. But the very people that are, it'll be, you know, ones that are really coerced by their family, by their jobs. But do you know what I'm hearing? I've got a friend in Ireland who's a vet, and he phoned, well, he said if I knew anybody that's got dogs, to keep an eye on the dogs because the dogs are getting ill. I says, I wouldn't put these past these fuckwits to try and pass, you know, to say, oh, the next feeling that's coming for the dogs and wanting the pets all put down. I wouldn't put that past them. I wouldn't put it past them. And I thought, you know, see if they come for the fucking pets and they come for the dogs and the cats and everything. They'll probably would go bad before they would go mad getting their brains jabbed. Bernie. Hi, Bernie. After World War II, a lot of top Nazi sons were helped to escape to South America. Yeah, I heard that. Bernie. Susan, and look how many are dying in the US. Yes. I have lost 3 people. Now, I've said it on Sunday's show, right? Now, I can say this because I'm not going into confidentiality or anything, okay? I no longer witness support anyway, but all last year, they're all self-isolating, all keeping to the rules, making sure they were only going out for their walk and staying in. This year, got their vaccines, you know, because they were told, they were coerced into fucking getting them. Coerced. They went, thought they were doing what was right for them. And August, after the second one, passed away. The second one was November. You know, after the second one passed away. And just there, a third. Second one passed away. The first major illness, and it carries them off. It looks to me, the way I'm looking at it, obviously because I'm collating it all and kind of saying, right, okay, well, because I know when the second one was because they told me. So I'll think, well, that was like 6 weeks later, not here. First illness that they get, they can't fight it. The immune system can't fight it off, and it just carries them off. And that's what anchors me, because it's the vulnerable. And that's the way. That's why I started it with the show with what was going on in 1930s Germany, what they were doing, and it looks to me as if they're doing the exact same thing. Because they were in 1930s Germany, they were going into the institutions. Well, they went into fucking care homes. The wee bad fucking Nazis went into care homes. And not one. I have yet to see. Well, no, that I go and look at death certificates, but I've yet to hear of any death certificate that has COVID on it. I did a Freedom of Information request. I'm still waiting on it. I keep getting passed the pillar to post because they can't fucking tell me. And the question was, how many people died of COVID alone? And they can't tell me because it's none. Because I can say on my aunt's death certificate, she was in a home. There was about 14 of them all passed away within fucking days of one another. Suspected COVID. Suspected. And then, as Ian said, last year, we wouldn't know anybody. But this year, we know loads and loads and loads. I can almost guarantee that by the year's end or into halfway through next year, every single person will know somebody that's been double jabbed or treble jabbed or whatever that have passed away. And they will pass it off as something else. The people that have taken it pass it off as something else because deep down they're thinking, what the fuck have I done? What have I done? Why did I rush off? Now, I know why they rushed off. They rushed off because they wanted their life back. They were told, number one, number two, and that should be it. That's how it was sold. I didn't buy any of it. But I was forewarned. I was wide awake before this even came in. So I've got to stop myself from thinking, you're an idiot. Because I had done a lot of research. I knew what these evil bees were up to. But other people don't. And they only get their information from the media, who are just as fucking evil. If not, see if it wasn't for the media, I would hold the media. I mean, okay, the government, yes, but I would hold the media to a fucking account because they must fucking know, and they're still doing it. They're making an informed choice to inform the public and put propaganda nonsense out. I call it baloney dressed up as fact. And then you've got the likes of Andrew Neil and Piers Morgan and Hillary Jones and Lane fucking Kelly. All these people, when this is over, I will expect to be arrested and charged for crimes against humanity. That's what I will expect to do. Not getting away with it. They do this because they can. Well, nobody's listening to them. A great majority of people are awake now. I can tell in the comments when I go in because last year it was, they were lapping it all up. This year, not so much. Wee Kiddies pantomimes cancelled. Looking forward to a wee pantomime, but oh no, that fucking witch, that tartan tyrant's got to cancel it. Oh no, she never cancelled it. She just made it impossible for them to keep it going. She's made it impossible for the football, impossible for the theatres, impossible for those, because it's fucking small business and it's everything that we like to do. That she's fucking cancelled, that Boris is cancelling, that the fucking evil cunts around the world are cancelling. Because you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Honestly. And trying to get through to people, I mean, we are getting through to people, But it's trying to get them to, number one, okay, I've done this. And the amount of people are saying, no, I'm not taking my booster. And that's what's really annoying them now. Their grip's loosening. This is coming to an end. You can feel it, because it's not. Their narrative's falling apart round about their ankles. It's all falling apart. But it's like a desperation now. I think personally, I mean, I know Ian thinks it's the war that's coming. I think it's the fucking climate change. And I've said it all along that they're getting rid of the narrative. They've done enough, I think. Well, I don't think they've went enough. They've done all they can with this fucking narrative, and they're going to get the climate now. The climate fucking change. And get everybody to give up their cars, give up their thing for climate change. I think this is the next narrative that the fuckwits are bringing in. It's my personal opinion. Ian thinks it's war. I'm keeping an eye on it. Because I'm keeping an eye on Putin, because they've poked the bear and poked the bear and poked the bear. The USA poked and poked and poked. And when he's backed into a corner, and that's what they've done. When you back, you back it into a corner, it'll come out fighting. And we're not as mighty as we once were. No. The USA and the UK policing the fucking world. And policing the fucking people of the United States of America and the UK to do the fucking warmongering bidding for them. Using our money, our tax, to go and fight in Iraq, fight in Afghanistan. So that they fucking wee cunts, they wee warmongering, like Kissinger and all them. Oh, they're desperate for a war. They're desperate. He's been desperate for a war for a while. And me personally, oh, you warmongers, you want to go to war, you find a fucking bit of wasteland away from everybody, and you can bleed yourselves to fuck, because nobody will miss you. No. And take Bill Gates with you. And all the people that are wanting depopulation, off you go. I see that you're not wanting to go off the planet. No, you're not putting yourself up. The planet's overpopulated, yes, it fucking is. It's overpopulated by one, Mr. Gates. You. Anyway, I'll read a couple more before I finish. Where were we? Oh, that was pain. Got 90 pages. Oh, I got 90 pages so far. They can fuck right off any parent that are like, yeah, that's where I was, man. Before I went off on a tangent. After World War II, a lot of talk. Yeah, I read that one too. And look, yeah, that's where it was, Suzanne, that's where it was. Hi, Nikki. Hi, everyone. Hi, Nikki. Man, to get so that red and we couldn't use them against them. Yep. All the time, children being jabbed as we speak and getting. Oh, dear God, the bravery certificates and big red plasters. Shocking propaganda. Wait, I tell you, shocking propaganda, right? Well, I remember, right? And then was there something else I wanted to bring back in? I was going to say about South Africa, if the cough. Odds up, Right, I can't remember who it was. It might have been New Zealand. I'm going to get water because this cough drives me up the wall, right? Imagine the scenario, right? Me being the creative I am, right? I read to the children, come and get your jab, come get your vaccines. Oh, come on now. And Santa's going to be there. This is how fucking evil these people are. Santa's going to be there. Oh, he's been double jabbed and he's had his booster. And me being me, it's a vision of the kids all being there, all ready to get the wee boosters, and Santa coming in and fucking dropping dead because he's boosters, because he's had a heart attack or something. Could you imagine how traumatised those children would be when they think no Santa's there because he's dropped dead from the vaccines? This is how evil these people are. Using Santa Claus, you know, wrapping up. Here you go. Here's your wee present. Here you go. Oh, there's your wee present. You want to open your wee present? Oh, there you go. You open your wee present. Oh, look. Oh, look. It's a lovely jab. Oh, it's a lovely jab. And look, it's a lovely colour. And if you just roll up your wee sleeve, that's wonderful. Won't hurt at all. No, it won't hurt at all. You don't need to cry. It won't hurt at all. No. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? Okay. There you go. That didn't hurt at all, did it? Did it? No. Yes, it fucking did. If it hurts, it hurts people for their arms are fucking sore for weeks. How is a wee one going to feel? And why are their arms so bloody sore after the vaccine? A wee kind of hangway, yes. A wee kind of dead arm, yeah. But that? So I'm told. But can you imagine that? These are evil people. Come to the vaccine centre. Santa's coming. How fucking evil can you be? How evil can you be? Yeah, she's a bum in a seat and she will have to be accountable. Yep. This silent trial across the water is causing a political... Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think she's going to walk. I really do. Because of the judge. Because of the prosecution and who she's fucking related to. I think she'll walk. I think it's a show fucking trial. Only we're not seeing anything. We've got to be seen to be doing something. And the public don't fucking know anything about it. They'll say, oh, the Hangway trial, oh, aye. But because it's historical, it doesn't weigh in their mind because they don't see, when I see, like, say, the girls, the young women that it happened to, they're women now, but I see them as young 14-year-olds. And for the fucking media to turn and say, child prostitutes. You don't get a fucking child prostitute. There's no such fucking thing. Fuck's sake, man. What mentality must you have to even think that? To even print it? There were vulnerable children. The words escaped me. Trafficked. And it's still going on to this fucking day. But because the word historical, people think it's not going on. And that's the problem. I'm going to get into that. So fed up hearing the word potential, your protection and your bloody sustainability. Yep. So we'll go on to the next one. I'll read the comments later, right? So I want to finish with... Now, you can imagine how this has went, right? Oh, somebody going, oh, and it's the cases. Oh, the cases, and oh, it's 10,000 cases. The only thing we fucking have is head cases, okay? Head cases. Double jabs and stuff taking your fucking... Seriously. They do that in some of the people I know that are still working in care. Double jab, boosted, and still fucking taking a test. So why are you double jabbed and boosted? That tells me that even the fucking people in the fucking employers don't think with them. They're supposed to be there to protect, conning, the staff into taking them and still having to take a fucking test. Every single fucking day now. No wonder people are leaving care. leaving them. Absolutely. Right, so we'll go last one. Where is it now? Was it, oh yeah, I think it was that. Right. The New York Times, breaking news. Reports of new coronavirus infections in South Africa are beginning to slow, suggesting Omicron wave may have peaked, researchers said. Right. I won't read it all, right, but we all knew that it had peaked. We all knew that it was nothing. It's nothing. I don't even think it's the flu or the cold. I think it's a figment. Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, I had the cold, and it's left me with a cough that, I mean, you can hear it yourself, right? I mean, that's about 4 weeks, and I've still got the cough, right? But they're using this to take fucking people's rights away, to close fucking everything down. Absolutely fucking desperate to close it down. They're desperate. See if people would just think. Now, I went into, I think it was Us for Scotland, Us for the Children or something. Us for Them, it's called, right? So it's parents. I'm in the parents group, right? And I post in there quite often. But first of all, I said, listen, I've not got any children, blah, 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 blah. And I said, no, your opinion's valued. So, me and my great big opinion. So, I put the scenarios down. First it was this, and then the narrative changed. And then the narrative changed. This is where major fucking training comes in. So they change the narrative to suit what they want to do. That's what they do. You know, now the narrative is with fucking Sturgeon, it's protections, not restrictions. And she corrected herself. Who, I mean, okay, who is going to fucking protect us for her? Who's going to protect us from unscrupulous evil governments? Who's going to protect us from media that are so fucking, you know, the psyop of the media and the psychological abuse coming from the media is absolutely disgusting. Celebrities. We have celebrities dying. And then there was one celebrity died, no jabbed. Oh, it's all over the place. Oh, look. And then I go in and I'll say, what about such and such, may he rest in peace, who died of a heart attack and was double jabbed, was double vaccinated? And it's not your narrative. Is that not your narrative? See, that's what I've been doing all along. I'm changing their narrative and getting people in their comments to think, hey, hold on a minute. People are dying. People beside me are dying. How many people died of COVID alone? As I said, I am still waiting on an answer. Freedom of Information request. How many people have not had their cancer treatment who are now facing a death sentence? Did their life not count? Did their life not count? No. And I mean, when you say cancer treatment, you immediately think of older people. But this is children as well. I'm hearing. I was told. How fucking evil must you be to cancel cancer treatment for children? And referring back to fucking 1930s Germany, I think we know how fucking evil they can be. So, as we head in to Christmas, okay, because I don't want to get too heavy and too hangry about, I want to do something nice tomorrow, you know, maybe kind of old Christmas stories or something like that, you know, Christmas Eve, you know, a Christmas carol. You know, I've lost my train of thought now. You know, as we head into Christmas and we head into the new year, how much longer are we going to put up with this shite? How much longer? We either New Year's resolution. We're not taking any more of your crap. We're going to make sure that the crimes that you've committed, you get done for. You know, governments around the world have been installed for this time. Okay? Installed. Sturgeon. I mean, the Scottish National Party, I think they've got the fucking end wrong. But Sturgeon, you know, Boris, Trudeau in Canada, was it Trudeau? What is it they call him? Somebody in Canada might be able to tell me. What's his name? Justin. Some people call him Justin Castro. him in America. Biden. To me, my opinion, my belief, Biden was installed because he can be controlled. Wouldn't be able to control Donald Trump. No way was he going to be able to get controlled. But Biden, oh yes. You wouldn't be able to control Putin. Wouldn't be able to control Putin. But he is going down that road. The world is fucked. Now going in to New Year 2022, what do you want 2022 to be? I know what everybody here will be wanting it to be. A finish to the narrative, not bringing in your fucking shite climate change, because we know that that's a load of crap too. And there needs to be a change, because we cannot get back to the old ways. We can't get back to the old ways. We can't get back to listening to governments and obeying governments, because they've never, ever, ever had the public's interest at heart. David Icke always says, follow the money. So let's follow the money for a wee while, eh? The PPE. The people who could make PPE, who knew how to make PPE, had been making, you know, the companies who had been making PPE for years and years and years, they didn't get contracts. Oh, no. The contracts went to people who couldn't even fucking deliver it. When I was working the first few weeks and months, well, the first few weeks, we had no PPE. We had, this was for the dead, I've said it before, right? For the deadliest of deadly pandemics, and for a disease, a virus that could kill you. The only fucking protection I had against this virus, if one of my wee customers had it, because I couldn't leave them, I'd need to get in and make sure they're okay, was a pair of fucking latex gloves, a wee flimsy, I mean, it wasn't even, it was thinner than that, it was thinner than this, plastic apron, white plastic apron, and a paper fucking mask, and it was called barrier nursing. If that was the case, and it was really, really as deadly as they were making fucking out, we would have been given proper protection. But they fucking knew that it wasn't. And they didn't need to bother. Even in that, I don't think they would have fucking bothered. There weren't people off the planet anyway. And then you had, empty hospitals. You've still got empty hospitals. And when that fucking, when she comes on, and she goes on and on and on, but, and the hospital, we want to save the NHS. Well, they've not been fucking saving the NHS. Before this even started, money was being taken out of the NHS. Nurseries, bursaries down in England were taken a fucking way. Wards were shutting. So when they say, we don't want the NHS to be overrun with what? What the fuck's it going to be overrun with? Because as far as I'm aware, at the start, I know about one hospital and it was one fucking ward. It was one ward, which had about 4 beds in it. So what were they preparing for? The COVID ward with 4 fucking beds, are you kidding me? I know that they had the Nightingale hospitals and we had that Louisa Jordan hospital, none of which was fucking used. That should tell you. That was all a great big fucking psyop to get it into your head. Oh my God, look at that. They've had to do hospitals. Remember they done that in Wuhan, China? They built it within about, 3 weeks or something. My God. Oh, they need a hospital. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my goodness. If they were still expecting, say, to be overrun, they would still have the Louisa Jordan and the Nightingale, I think it was Nightingale hospitals that they had made. But they got rid of it because it probably cost them too much fucking money to keep it going. They get rid of beds, they closed down wards, they sacked nurses. And they expect you to believe them when they say, we're doing this to protect the NHS. Yes, the NHS is fucking needed protected. But not from us, not from a fucking virus, not from a variant. It needs protected from unscrupulous governments handing fucking contracts to private owners. I'm hearing that what's his name? Richard Branson has sold. He took it over and delivered the palliative care for the children. He sold it. I'm hearing. I'm looking into it to an American company. So that's fucking. I'm sorry, Americans, but I don't want any fucking American company near the NHS. So I'll finish with this because I don't want to go on too long because it's 1:15 already. I think I've said this before, but we've got new people. So apologies if you've heard this before, right? But this is to people who, okay, when people who are going to go and get your brain jabbed, maybe you'll no need to worry about this, right? But I followed a wee girl. Well, she's a teenager now, thank God. Okay, thank God. But I followed her. I followed her wee page, and she'd been diagnosed with a brain tumour. And this girl thought it 3 times. She was diagnosed when she was 5. It came back once, I think she was 9, and then it came back again when she was 12. She was having seizures. And I was following her page, and her mum was updating it. And this was 2014, and this got me absolutely out I was campaigning for independence anyway, but this was part of the reason. The hospital, the mum came on and said the reason was to have a CT scan to see if her fucking brain tumour had come back. She was to have a CT scan, and it was cancelled. It wasn't the mum that cancelled it, it was the fucking hospital that cancelled it. And the reason that they cancelled it, because they forgot to inform the insurance company. So that should fucking alarm every single person, especially if you've got a fucking child, especially if you've got children who need constant care and health care. Because that tells me that your child is not important unless these fucking cunts are making money off of your child. And if the money's not there, your child's not getting any fucking care. It'll get care, you know, like say some care, but not the best of care that you get in the NHS. And I have fed up with people talking the NHS down, because I don't have thousands upon thousands of pounds for my healthcare. I don't have it. And I don't think many people have. And for some people to talk down the NHS and those who are working absolutely breaking their neck, doctors, nurses, cleaners, I mean the ones that are really working, not the ones that are doing this, not the ones that are dancing about TikTok. Westminster has privatised England's NHS. Now, when Philippa Whitford got into power and she went down to Westminster, she said something that resonated with me, especially when these absolute entities tore up the health and social care bill, tore it up, and I can't remember the wording, but it meant that they're not responsible for your healthcare anymore. You can pay your fucking insurance, your national insurance, but what are you paying it for? So Philippa Whitford had said that it would take 5 years for them to privatise England's NHS, and it would take 10 years to privatise Scotland's. This was in 2012 that they done this. Well, while we're all fighting among ourselves and fighting off the proper fucking gander, what we should really be doing, both with Westminster and Holyrood, is watching what these absolute entities are putting through Parliament. Now, they've privatised the NHS and they're bringing in, as far as I'm aware, the American system, where I think it's what, £6,000 for an ambulance. So if you look at £6,000 and you'll get billed for it. People with COVID in America, as far as I'm aware, Americans, please keep me right, are getting billed with thousands upon thousands for COVID. It's a very lucrative business, health. A very lucrative business. Pharmaceuticals, very lucrative business. Keeping you fucking hooked, of course. You know, make sure that the homeopathic medicines, oh no. Anybody that was like maybe making a homeopathic med or doing something alternative to a fucking pharmaceutical, they must be seriously passed away and mysteriously killed or what. Usually it's by suicide, you know. Do you have thousands upon thousands of pounds for your healthcare? Because I don't. And I'm sure that people watching don't. And people watching are on the ball, so I'm assuming that you all know this. But it's the people who will go into hospital one day and they will get a bill from these absolute entities that love money. They always say money's the world's curse. Well, fuck's sake, it is. And we need to find an alternative to it. You know, like in the old days where it was like, you do this for me and I'll do this for you. And it was like a contract of labour and not fucking hang me, not money. So as I said, before I went off on a tangent, what is 2022 going to bring for us? More of the same from governments who shouldn't be in government, who are doing absolute horrible, heinous things to the public. And now they're coming after the fucking children. I said, what is it going to take for people to stand up? God forbid, is children going to have to die before these fucking sleepers wake up? The biggest thing I think as well is I don't think it will happen to them until it does. And I'm just hoping 5 to 11-year-olds now. So governments, what the fuck's a wee 5-year-old ever done to you? What the fuck's the children done to you? I know what the fuck you governments do to the children, but what the fuck have they done to you? Leave them alone. And I'm not only talking about, the jabs. I'm talking about other things. Leave them the fuck alone. They're not fucking yours. They're not yours. They're God's children. Parents, look after your children. Make sure these fuckwits aren't going after them. And if you do decide to, okay, I want my child to have this job, please, for the love of God, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. And number one, what's in it. They're coming after the children who are vulnerable, by the way. What's in it? If my child is taking any other medication, will it go against it? Will it go against it? When has a government ever done anything for you? If you're getting your child jabbed, fine. God forbid anything happens, because you'll have to live with the consequences. You'll have to live with it. You'll have to live with, God forbid something really bad happens and the child's got to come to you and say, why did you take that decision? There's people, last year, when it came in at first, there was a woman, I don't know if it was Australia, but there was a woman, took her children along to get the jab. And two of her children sailed through it, and her daughter didn't. Her daughter was in a wheelchair, and the rest of her life, healthy. Now that mother has to look that child in the eye every single fucking day. And there was another one when, I think it was Moderna, possibly, it was one of them was having a trial of the babies. And the mum, in good faith, took the baby along. The baby was 6 months old, it was a wee boy. And the wee boy deteriorated. Healthy, deteriorated. Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, and you're not, for the love of fuck, doing it out of fear. Because you're passing your fear on, the fear that you've got, onto your child. And they, God forbid if anything happens, will have to live with the decision you've made for the rest of their fucking life. That's if they've got one. When has a medicine ever been one size fits all? Some people can't take penicillin. Allergic. How the fuck do you know you're not allergic to this? I mean, you go along and you line up for your jab. And if I hear, oh well, they had diphtheria and they got, shut up. Because that wasn't a fucking trial. Stop trying to wear us down. We're not taking it. And we're not taking it because we're fearful. We're not taking it because we've actually done a bit of research. And maybe you have done research, I don't know. The decision you make to take it, that's fine, that's fair enough, that's your decision. But when you come into my fucking post and tell me I'm being selfish because I'm not taking, no. I have made an informed fucking choice the same way you did. Only I am not living in fucking fear. The only fucking fear I've got is what this fucking government's going to do next. But you seem to be living in fucking fear. Now you've went along and you've taken the first one, You've taken the second one, you've got your fucking booster, and you're still living in fear. Why? Do you not believe that the things that you've put in your body are actually doing the job? No, they're not. But you were told it would, and now you're getting told, oh no, but you can still get it, you can still pass it on. Well, what the fuck are you having it for? It's your fucking choice. It's your choice. And yes, parents, you're going to have a very difficult decision to make. I don't envy you it. I used to regret not having children. I worked with children, and I seem to have one of these faces that children are attracted to, and they come and speak to me. And I regretted for a long time not having children, because I think I would have been a good mum. I might have ranted a lot, but I would have been a good mum, because I would have listened to my children. Now I'm glad I didn't have them, because I wouldn't want any of my fucking children. Well, I would probably be a gran now, and it would break my heart if any of my children that I would have had or grandchildren took that, because I wouldn't have been able to do anything about it, because it's a decision for parents, it's a decision for teenagers. But I tell you something, I hope you don't live to regret it. I think you might. And governments, you're fucking evil. You're evil. And I can't wait to the day that you do get what's coming to you. And I've said before, if you don't get it in this life, you'll get it in the next. Because Heavenly Father doesn't forget what you've done to his children. I'm a child of God, and I know that there's people of faith watching this who are also children of God. And together, we're exposing you. We're exposing you for the evil beings you are. Never thought I'd live to see the day where I would have to fight evil. I would have to expose it. But now I'm happy to be here. I know why I was here. I know why I was placed here. And I've came to terms with what fate awaits me. Because I know where I'm going when this life's over. I know where I'm going. And I'll be glad to go there. But where the fuck are you going? Where are you going? Right enough, you might like it. You might like it. Anyway, after that, I'll read the comments later, right? Because, my God, I've been on for an hour and a half. Have a nice the rest of the night. I'll see you tomorrow. We're not going to be we're going to be keeping it light tomorrow, okay? Just talking about Christmas, reminiscing about Christmases past, like a Christmas carol. Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas yet to come. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear what you are going to think of Christmas yet to come. So have a wee think. Your Christmas is past, what you're doing just now, and what you think your Christmas will be in the future, okay? Try and keep it light. No, try and keep it light, okay? So I'll see you tomorrow at 8. At 8, no, I'm not seeing you tomorrow. I don't know, dog. I'll see you tomorrow at 7, okay? Have a nice night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.